back. Like we said at the end of the last video, we're going to do a little bit of a...
We're all calmed down now.
Yeah, we've chilled out from the nonsense that was Vader.
Yeah.
And a bit of a review of the figures we like best 2015 and what we're looking forward to in 2016.
We can't wait.
Again, Happy New Year.
We cannot wait. And it was all sort of like that until we'd actually seen The Force Awakens, and then it went.
Oh my god.
Because it's such a good video.
It's the first film I've ever cried watching. It really is the first film I've ever cried watching.
Apart from the start of Bambi.
No, you see, I'm not like that. Like Up. Yeah. No, don't cry on that. Marley, what was it? Marley made the thing. The
That's
dog.
so sad.
The dog.
Yeah, no, but dogs.
Don't cry on that. Home Alone, I didn't cry when Marv got it.
No, I never
In the
cried at
face.
that.
Star Wars made me cry. Really made me cry. Oh, God. Just crying my eyes out before it started.
Yeah, here we go. But he pinned all his hopes on Kylo Ren on the pre-order.
And it gambled.
Oh, it paid
It
off.
was fantastic.
It paid off. He's one ugly motherfucker. That's what.
do you know what?
Do you know when Andy says that, the Predator? Someone should dub that over when he takes his mask
No, you
off.
see, for me, when he takes his mask off, it should just say the BFG, that's me. Right, isn't the cartoon? The thing is, though, and it's weird, there's pictures out there on the internet of photo shoots and stuff that he's done where...
His ears are massive.
Do you know what? I'm not going to say anything because it's a big spoiler. I'll tell you off camera. I'm not going to say anything on camera because it's a spoiler. And it could potentially spoil for anybody that's
we don't
not
spoil
watched it yet.
anything.
So save it for the Lootcast. I'll say it then. But
Yeah.
I'll
Get
tell
out
you off
and watch
camera.
it.
Not telling you.
Otherwise you're going to get it.
But Star Wars, easily the best film I've seen last year. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the pre-orders are rolling in soon. Kylo Ren I already had pre-ordered. Due to drop anytime.
Hopefully.
Between January February.
Our January is quiet because things have been pushed back, but that guy could drop anytime.
Boba Fett I already had pre-ordered because it's Boba Fett. And he's...
When's he due?
Round about August, I think. Not looking at the thing, it's just hazarding a guess. But because of the way the character was played in the film by Daisy Ridley, which was rare, and she absolutely blew me away. It's the first time I've seen a new Star Wars character, and it's up there, but I'll discuss that again in the Lootcast because she's the Emperor is my favourite character in Star Wars because when you see the prequels, as bad as they are, you see how he manipulates people and how twisted he is, and he's got that puppet on a string thing going on, and it was brilliant. But Rey's up there now as one of my favourite Star Wars characters. I just fell in love with her. I pre-ordered the figure.
Yeah.
I had to.
The only bad character in that film was Phasma.
Yeah.
Everybody else pulled it off absolutely 100%.
Yeah, but there's also some. There's a kind of theory on that as well, which I'll discuss again in the Lootcast. It's all a big tease to the Lootcast. This, but anyway, back to where we're at.
Yeah.
Figures of last year.
Yes.
What's your number one figure?
Can we talk about figures that we didn't get?
Go on then.
A little while that you think.
Talk about anything. Waffle on for hours.
Yeah. What you think?
Just please watch it. Watch it. Please watch it.
Because there was a figure that you sent me when you first got into the figures that looked shite. But then there was a how to pose video done on the figure.
Oh, Superman.
Yeah. And it kind of like, what's just happened?
Yeah.
Shitty figure.
There's two figures.
It was by Sideshow, wasn't it?
By Sideshow, and they've done a Superman. They've done a Green Lantern. And you can actually there's videos on the Sideshow website of these figures posed sort of in tandem, flying behind each other, and they look brilliant. And now this figure, obviously the Superman figure, I took one look at it, and his chin was like Desperate Danny. It looked like he had a big, like, sort of skinny head but big fat chin, a bit like me really. Looked like me without the beard, and it looked ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Now whether it was prototype photos or not, I don't know. But then I clicked on this posing video one day, which Sideshow also put.
For all
on the figures. There's Star Wars, obviously your Marvel figures.
Well, the Marty McFly, the way that I've got Marty McFly set up is through the how to be a poser videos from Sideshow.
And now this one was this Superman figure, so obviously I love Superman as much as I love Star Wars, so you know I had to click on it, and the figure looked absolutely. It was like 100% better than what it looked in the photos on the website. You can still see the actual photos of the figure on the website, and it still doesn't look as good as what it does in this video, and it looks class.
Wired capes. And
then the posing, and oh my god, it completely brings this figure to life. It was absolutely amazing. And then you can obviously do that with the Green Lantern as well, and having them side by side, because Green Lantern's fantastic as well. Would be brilliant. But for me at the minute, I'm not going down that rabbit hole because Star Wars.
This I've got a couple of figures that I would have liked to have grabbed, and that, based on the video you sent me, would have been probably one of them. The other one was Hot Toys RoboCop. I thought it was unbelievable.
Fully die-cast.
Fully die-cast. He had the battle damage chest and the helmet with the hole in where you could see his eye, and it just looked like RoboCop. They also brought out the Murphy as the police, like a double set, which you can't get anymore, which was, you know, the head sculpt was nailed on, based on, they have got to go off that film. They can't look at that actor anymore now.
No.
You don't want to look like that.
No, it doesn't.
And the head sculpt was just nailed on. And that's kind of a regret, but what do? You know what I mean? Do you keep on going down the route? Because I've already started tripping off the road a little bit.
There's certain things like that, like figures like that, which do take off, where you've got your RoboCop and your Officer Murphy, and they're going to be big collector's pieces, and you could make money on them. Like the Iron Man with that little Age of Ultron makes a complete and utter difference. Groot with the little tree Groots, you know, it makes a complete difference, and you know.
But we're not getting them.
We're not bothered about that. But I think
we're going to show us. You know, you get people who stack them up in boxes and say, "I'll put that away for a rainy day when I get like £100 extra on it."
Yeah, I think it'd be the same with this Ray character, because the variant of Ray that I've pre-ordered is the one that comes with BB-8.
Yeah, you have to.
And that's going to be.
But you've got that because you want BB-8, haven't you?
No, I've just got it because it was the first pre-order. No, I've got it because it looks so good. I've
got it because it might make me £50 in a couple of months.
I'll make £100 for that BB-8. Because you've seen the video, I've already got a BB-8, this Vigo droid, which after seeing the film, completely, you know, makes that figure come to life even more. But you had to get it as a 2-pack. You couldn't not. And it's the same as probably one we'll discuss shortly, which is Finn and the Stormtrooper.
Yeah,
but that's looking forward to 2016.
Yeah.
Now we're on about other figures.
Yeah, so that's my two major bugaboo misses. I like that Superman one. In fact, I like it better than what they've just released from Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That was a big thing
I
because
really don't like that.
Yeah, I was all up for getting like the 3 characters because I think Wonder Woman looks really good. But they've not Hot Toys fault, by the way. It's just the way that they kind of made him look, and that goes for Batman as well. There's nothing outside of the one where he's in the desert camo coat and whatnot.
The desert camo and the battlesuit armour look fantastic.
Yeah.
I really like that battlesuit armour, but because I'm going all in on Star Wars, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
It costs too much money, and there is a point where these, you know, you could have 3 or 4 pre-orders stacked on top of each other and you're paying in excess of like, you know, a couple of £100 a month, and when you've got a family and kids, some people just can't afford it, and it's not worth it.
No.
It's not worth it to say, right, you've got 3 or 4 of one type of figure.
We are totally
one thing
reliant on this sideshow setup where you can do the monthly payments.
Yeah, I really, really like that, because otherwise I wouldn't be shopping, although it's probably simpler just to say, well, set up a standing order, take like 30, 40 quid out, bank account a month, put it somewhere else, and then when you've got enough money, buy the figure. I think I just like it coming out the way Sideshow do it. It's just me.
Yeah.
I'm a bit daft like that.
But that's the way it is. That's the way of the world.
Yeah.
So that's probably my two. I don't know whether you have any different.
I've really not looked at many other figures other than what we've seen here. Obviously, the Superman one was a big one because I could have pre-ordered that ages ago, and I probably would have pre-ordered it if I'd have seen this video first.
Yeah.
But now it's at a point
and
where
it was really cheap, wasn't it? At some like you could use rewards.
I mean, you're now at a point where I think it's what, $199, and you've got to pay it over 2 payments or as one payment, which is out of my price range now.
Yeah.
Until I could build up enough rewards, which I now can't because I've spent all my rewards to get Rain BBA. Because it brings the monthly price down. That's one of the things I really, really like about Sideshow, is obviously all them reward points I've spent there was spectacular. I've done nothing for them other than work my night shift and look at these codes.
I was all over it like a rash.
You know, it's mega, and I love Sideshow for that. I think it's brilliant. I'd have liked it if they'd have put some codes out of this 12 days of Sideshow that they're doing.
$80 for now.
They haven't yet. I know, it's mental.
$80 for nothing.
$80 for paying attention to Twitter and forums and things like that. It's absolutely nuts. It's a good thing to get into as well, because you could do that 2 years running. And
you don't have any sort.
Because there's no time limit to spend them. That once they're in your account, they're in your account.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's really good. But for other figures, I've not really looked at or paid much attention other than what we've got surrounding us now.
Yeah. So this is where we get to figure of 2015. Probably the best one we've unboxed, if you want to look at it that way. I need to give a special mention out here, because this was one that I used rewards with and was given right dirt cheap on the clip, and there's still stock for this figure, isn't it? It's hard to, like, when you go on there now and you can use your rewards, there's still stock for this figure, and I think it'll get to the point where, like it was with us, it's a literal giveaway, because I don't think they can shift them based on people not liking it in the film. I'm going to drag him over because I think this figure is unreal.
Yeah.
And the special mention for my figure for 2015 is the Mandarin from Iron Man 3. Look at him. Just look. It's unbelievable. And look at that sleeve. Look at that.
No.
Little bronze badges stuck all over the sleeve. The head sculpt is nailed on. And that, I've got to get that. I need to put him back because I'll change my mind, because he is like the Mutt. Like the Mutts. Any special mention for you?
Do you know what? As soon as you said figure of 2015, Mandarin. Right, I'm going to say Mandarin, but I'm also, pick another. I'll pick another in a sec, but
just keep picking.
Top figure is Mandarin because it's the first one we've opened, and I think you can see this on the video, and we've not had many views on it, which is really a shame, because it's a good video where we were both, oh my god,
gobsmacked.
And we've had that once since, which is the next figure I'm going to mention, but it was like, oh my god, look at that. And all the figures are absolutely spectacular, but this one completely blew us both away.
Yeah.
And the next one that did that was Falcon.
Yep.
Because Falcon was another one where you've not looked at anything much, you know, you've not looked much into it, apart from the odd photos or something. And he came, and oh my god, it was like Christmas Day for me. And it's not even my figure, but it was like Christmas Day. We were throwing wrapping everywhere and pulling accessories out. We were both, to revert back to being kids, we were both so excited opening this figure. It was absolutely amazing.
He is massive.
It really was. So
take my eye out.
I think
it's a good job of wearing glasses.
I think you might have to go from a top 2 to a top 1 to maybe a top 2 or 3. And I think the third one would be Matrix.
But yeah, there's got to be a special mention for Matrix. And the reason he doesn't get a mention, right, is because there's no one alongside him. You know, you put these with the Avengers and you put them with the Avengers and makes them a lot better. But as good as this guy is, and he's class. He's not my best figure. I can see why you've picked him as your figure of 2015. I can see why. And this guy is another one that struggled to sell out.
And
what's going on?
I think it's got to be a case of like Mandarin where people are just like, well, they're doing figures just for the sake of doing figures. But in some of these,
not so, are they?
Some of these ones that are slightly lesser known, or fans maybe, I don't know what it is, and I can't say why they wouldn't sell out. But for me, the Mandarin and Falcon, oh my god! You know, if you saw this in a shop straight away, or Mandarin, as with any of them, it's really hard, because any of these figures, if you saw them in the shop, you would stop and you'd be like, oh my god, look at that.
Yeah. And I scored him higher than the figure I'm going to pick. Which is god. Stupid.
You can't. It's really hard, this, because you could talk for a good 20 or 30 minutes. I'm going to move this because you're in my freaking way. Look at it. He's got to be off camera, and he's not actually on my head. And you could talk for a good 20, 30 minutes on every single figure, and all of them are absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I think I've maybe he's got to give Falcon as my special mention, but Mandarin is my number 1, because it's just that sheer feeling and excitement, and you know, everything when we first opened that figure.
Yeah,
from something you weren't expecting. It was like
he didn't have. He wasn't over. He just looked crap.
Yeah,
like the box.
And I think the box as well was actually a picture of the figure, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it looked that real. That
you thought it was him.
You thought it was him. Like the others, like all the other boxes, we've shown you them. The start on the outside with pictures of the characters as they are in the film. I'm pretty sure that Mandarin one was a picture of that figure.
Yeah.
And it's nailed.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see now what your figure is.
We've already had massive disappointment with Darth Vader, but I'm going to give a special mention on the disappointment front to Captain America from Age of Ultron, because I think he's naff.
Really?
Yeah. He's loose to pose. He's expressionless. There's just something that pisses me off with him. I don't know. Everything else that stood outside of them figures looks like they're doing something, and I'm going to give it another whirl where I try and put him into a better pose. But the shield doesn't stay on. Keeps dropping off. The hat and his head with the hat on was a different size, I think, when we opened it up, wasn't it?
I suppose with his maybe it's the fact that the shield sticks to his arm is a hindrance, because you could sort of pose him as if he was trying to throw the shield otherwise.
Yeah. He just doesn't. He's Captain America, but he's not. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain, but he's not. He's kind of a background character as far as these go. And when you've got figures coming in like Falcon, who you expect to be like.
Falcon is way better than Captain America.
Well, Hawkeye is way better than Captain America.
Yeah, I suppose when you're going on being able to pose them and abilities and everything like that, then yeah, it gets up there, doesn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, this is my. I'm getting down because I have him sort of sat posed with. I mean, I could mention that guy really.
There's not a figure here that you couldn't talk up.
The size of that.
Even
the size of that. I'd throw that at you and knock you out.
Even the bad ones, and I would say like Black Widow is probably my most disappointing figure of the year. There's still not positives that you couldn't find positives in it somewhere.
That's my figure of the year. And that's my figure of the year because
he's Iron Man.
Although we fucked the video up that we done, because we were just starting out, we were absolutely flabbergasted at how good this guy was. Yeah. And he is fully die cast and so easy to pose. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a class pose.
You know what I mean? Like, it all lights up each of the fingers. You can have them on. So
it's easy to make it light up.
Yeah, it's
a big plus.
The stand is really good. You get the extra little Ultron smashed in droid. It comes with like the metal bar so you can stand him, but he's so pose friendly.
Mm.
The flaps, the flight flaps, everything. He's just so good. And I haven't got the actual head sculpt, which is A1 for Robert Downey Jr., but that I can see where you're going with yours, and like I said, special mention here, and special mention 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. But because we haven't got the video of how actually good this was, we've just got it to music.
Yeah.
I just remember opening this up and thinking, this is something else. It was heavy. It was like you could.
Oh yeah, I think it was the first figure I opened, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you had most of the collection before that, but this was the first one where we'd got round to it and decided, right, why don't we show these off and do a bit of a thing? Because why not? Why not show off the I think it's a shame that if you didn't show them off, because there's absolutely thousands of collectors there out on Instagram and YouTube and everything.
Like,
and yeah,
that's
we
why
do.
We mention like
RoboCop,
RoboCop, and I mention Superman because we watch videos of what people put out. We are genuinely interested in watching what goes on outside of this circle.
Yeah.
But I've got to base my thoughts on original video that should have turned out better than what it did, because I think it would have caught the early signs of us actually physically seeing a really, really good Hot Toys figure.
Yeah, if it wasn't for them damn socks.
Yeah, the worst. Not that I was studio now, it was class, but
oh god, it was funny.
So yeah, special mention Mandarin, figure of the year Mandarin. Special mention Falcon, figure of the year Iron Man. The die cast from Avengers Age of Ultron.
Special mention to the last video that we did in my kid's bedroom, which is sort of weird.
You won't see that. That's 3 years jail, that.
Oh.
So, 2016, lots going on.
Oh yeah, loads. Star Wars figures, more Marvel figures.
Well, we know yours is going to be a Star Wars figure.
Oh god. Has to be a Star Wars figure. It has to be. So yeah, it has to be Star Wars figures. I mean, 3 pre-ordered so far. Kylo Ren. Took a big gamble on him. I just ordered the character because he's got that iconic look like Vader, and you know the fact that he's sort of the character in the film is modelled on Vader, wants to be like Vader, is a big thing. Boba Fett already pre-ordered. Boba Fett is probably up there with Vader as one of the most iconic characters out of the original trilogy.
Yeah, I agree.
But again, to a point to be made, he's also one like Captain Phasma where you don't see much of him. And you really don't.
No, but he holds his screen time better than Captain Phasma.
He holds himself on much better than Captain Phasma. I mean, you literally see him fight 2 or 3 minutes in Empire and then a couple of minutes in Jedi. But he's always been one of the most iconic characters in Star Wars.
And you just know he's like, his costume and everything's going to be nailed on.
Yeah, absolute badass.
Everyone wants to be Boba Fett.
But it has to be Rey, the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
Really?
Because I love her. Go out and have a look at the pictures, and obviously the same with every other character. They all look nailed on, absolutely brilliant. But Rey, it looks like she's got a good assortment in the costumes and everything. She's got a full desert outfit with a mask and everything all there. You can have her without. She's got BB-8 with her. She's got a staff and possibly the gun that she gets in it. I can't quite remember, but really looking forward. Out of the Star Wars figures that I've got pre-ordered is Rey. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Can't wait to get my hands on Kylo Ren, but I'm really, really looking forward to Rey.
Kylo Ren gets my mention of 2016.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren was the first one that I thought he looks class. So we've got to have a look at him. You know what I mean? And this came before the film come out, so he's my special mention of 2016. I can't wait for you to get Kylo Ren. I think he's going to be class. I don't think there's going to be much to him.
No, it's just going to be like Vader or Obi-Wan, really.
Vader's class.
And Obi-Wan's class as well.
So based on that, that's my special mention. My main one, I've got to go with the Hulkbuster. Because we're going to have to hire a school hall to try and review this guy. But it's just drifted kind of under the radar.
I think the thing for me is obviously the Star Wars one. I'm going off what I've pre-ordered. On what MB's got pre-ordered, I'm excited to see Hulkbuster. But I think probably if I had to pick 1 or 2 that I'm really, really looking forward to seeing, I would probably say Scarlet Witch and Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I can see why.
And the detail in the Ant-Man figure looks absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. We're always going to special mention each other's, and then you're going to pick out yours as, you know what I mean, because that's why you pre-ordered them. So I can agree, there's loads, but I'm based on the absolute size of it. What it's going to be like.
It's going to be funny. And that's going to be a class video.
I just need him, like if he's going to be like Iron Man, you know what I mean? With Hulk, you don't talk about him. You don't really talk too much about him because there's not now much to him, but and it's a real shame at the minute that we haven't got this video up, because it's a video of us speechless over a character that's got nothing with it. It doesn't really do anything, but he's just the Hulk and he looks absolutely amazing. I'm sat now and his feet are where my bottom torso is and his head's above my head on the video. I can see it in the preview screen. He's fucking massive.
I mean, that guy could chow hamburgers for fun. Look at him with that mouth all.
Probably, you know what? Probably one of the best head sculpts on the figures, you know. His mouth is unbelievable, isn't it?
Like I've said, that there's not one figure that you couldn't mention as being brilliant or taking that place as one of your best figures.
I agree.
It's really hard to choose.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But a Hulk, it's one of them figures where, as we've just done there, you pull him out and we both laugh. And we laugh because it's absolutely mental. He is absolutely mental. And I think getting the Hulk Buster next to him will look brilliant. Because I think the Hulk Buster's going to be similar, if not slightly bigger, a bit wider, because of the fact that it's like a big full-on metal suit full of goodness. You get him in Hulk Buster. It's acid. It's gonna be absolutely nuts.
Yeah. So that's my most anticipated figure of 2016, and my special mention goes to Kylo Ren. I can't wait to see what he comes like, because he was everything I wanted him to be in that film. And the spoilers won't get mentioned until we go.
I'd say it was even more than what I thought it would be in that film.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that's a wrap. That's the look back at 2015, the look into 2016, and we've got much more on the horizon. January might be quite quiet. February we're hoping isn't.
February's at Comic Con, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're there. We're all over it.
What we might try and do is get a bit of video while we're there, depending on how everything works, because it's still a fairly new channel. We don't really know what we're doing, so wing it a little bit, try a few things even there. But as it goes to Comic Cons, you might get certain rules where you're not allowed to take many videos or things that I don't know. I've never really been to one. Hopefully we can get a few videos, shot something up.
I'm getting a video of David Prowse saying, "I'm Darth Vader," and you're watching the Loot Troop channel on YouTube.
If we could get that, I'd pay money for him to do that.
I am paying for him to sign my box.
Yeah, well, we'll pay money for him to do that as well.
Yeah, well, it's happening. So I swear to God, as true as I'm stood here, and I've seen the other girl that's there, which is the slave that gets kicked in Jabba's pit. She looks phenomenal. So I will get both of them to say something about the Loot Troop. I swear down. And that's I'm getting advance tickets, so we can get in an hour early.
Brilliant. So yeah, as always,
keep it tuned.
Keep it tuned to what we're doing. We've got a full year now where we're going to be posting out these videos.
Yeah.
And it's going to be heavily Marvel and Star Wars related at the minute.
Yeah. But the Z boxes.
We've got the Z boxes and whatever in between. That Z box was fantastic.
A little bit let down. And the next one's Mad Max because I thought it was shy.
I don't think it's just Mad Max. I think it's just Blockbuster. And Mad Max, it was class. But the thing is, you've seen it on the TV, and I saw it in the pictures. And I came out of the theatre and I was like, what the fuck was that? And I still, now, I could not tell you the story of that film.
Yeah, because there isn't one.
But it's still one of them films where I was blown away.
How do you talk?
No, see, I wasn't, because that's not Mad Max. Mad Max is a background character.
Yeah.
But Charlize Theron in it was absolutely fantastic. And I think it's going to be up there because effects, if you're going into it, effects, visuals, sound, that guy on the big truck with a flame guitar.
Cirque du Soleil in the desert.
Absolutely mint.
Cirque du Soleil.
And that's the stuff I loved about it. And I walked out, I was like, what the hell was that? It was just full on boom, 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 boom. For like, 90 odd minutes or however long the film was on for. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But there's a lot of people that do think like you that it was shite. And that's where, we are good like that. Because you like one thing and I don't like it. I like one thing and he doesn't like it.
Yes.
Like Max is class, he's wrong.
It's true.
Bullshit. But keep it tuned. Twitter at the Loot Troop, Instagram the Loot Troop, youtube.com/Loot Troop.
Didn't even mention him here.
I love that figure of Rocket. Rocket's my figure of 2015.
Didn't even mention him here.
Oh, look at him. Love it. Absolutely love it.
Look at that. Unbelievable jumpsuit.
Yeah. Comment below. Retweet us. Post us on Twitter.
Yeah. We enjoy your company.
Like whatever pictures we put up on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's MB.
And that's MB.
And that's Budweiser. Happy New Year.
That's a nearly empty Budweiser. We need another one.
We are the Loot Troop.
Let's have another one. I can't get the fridge. Hulk's in the way.
Don't mess with the Hulk.
All the best.
Don't make him angry. He won't like you when he's angry.